So we're going to be showing off the Buffmeister build today. Now, I am only on Chaos 8 at the moment, but we are going to switch it over to that. This build carries well up to C20 pretty easily. So we're just loading here. So there's really only a couple things that you need for this build. One is the Buffmeister, any kind, in your right hand. In your left hand, you are going to want as high a damage as you can on a spell. It has to be the singular amount. It can't be, let's say, 300 times 20. It needs to be that high singular number. Higher the singular number, the more damage it's going to get onto your weapon when you use Buffmeister. And you're going to want a multiplicative type of weapon. So this SMG shoots 5 bullets. That Buffmeister damage, which is going to be 3618, is going to get applied to each one of those shots. So shotgun's great for this, an SMG or assault rifle with ×3, ×5, wonderful as well. I've got some extra gun damage, rings, and necklace. And for my skills, as I said, we're going to need to be running Ambihextrous. We have Spell Sniper for that extra bit of crit chance, but we don't really need it because this is a gun damage build. We have the bonuses applied to spell damage also applied to gun damage. We have our reload speed. We have our fire rate. We sunk one into here. Now again, spell cooldown isn't going to be too big a thing because again, it's a gun damage build, but I had to sink it in to get the next tier. We got glass cannon for extra spell damage. Extra stacks, which gives us even more fire rate. A kill skill to increase reload chance for auto reloading. Every time we cast a spell, we get bonus damage. And again, this whole build is based around gun damage. We got the gun damage per stack on the percentage there. Increase gun damage per spell stack. Gun crits have a chance to automatically reset. That's going to be a big one for our Buffmeister. Then we got Stabomancer. We got extra damage just in general for melee, spell, and gun. We have extra movement speed when I cast a spell. We have extra damage dealt when moving. We have extra status damage. We get the bonus on the damage there. Now this one's not as big a thing, I just needed to get it to unlock the next tier. But whenever we deal melee damage, our fire rate goes up for 8 seconds. And then the last one is we can shoot while we're sprinting, which will give us a nice big bonus in the damage. Now again, we are on Chaos 8 right now. You're going to see, even with Banshee, we should be able to one-phase it. And poof. Normally we'll multi-phase Banshee. We managed to one-phase it. And then if we want to change it up, we'll go and hit up Zomboss. And again, this build works all the way up to Chaos 20. Since we don't have any over levels like the previous Borderlands, just the volatile gear, you can do this with base gear all the way up. The spell damage type doesn't much matter, but it is nice to have a second Buffmeister. That way if you run into immunes, you can deal with them pretty easily. If you have, let's say, a poison Buffmeister and a lightning spell that does 5,000, it's going to be the poison Buffmeister that gets added on in the weapon damage type. So having a second Buffmeister really helps out if you get some immunities that you run into as you're pushing the chaos levels. So you see here, it's going to be dang near an insta-kill. and poof, it's already dead. You get some nice movement speed there too. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.